What's Steven Spielberg's involvement, like outside of kind of letting his name, and I'm sure like,
He's been
is
involved.
he very hands-on?
Day one. From day one, he wanted to know what he's been involved in the conception of the show in a broad-based way, and adding all sorts of. He has a real genius for adding kind of verisimilitudinous details. I don't even know if that's a word. Like people from the polluted future, ironically, come to a place with clean air and suffocate because they get oxygen poisoning and have to wear special rebreathers, which they had to wear in the future for the polluted air. So that was his idea, which was just so cool.
Well, that's the funny thing about him is that he's, as you would expect, but you can't, until you're with him, you don't realize he's full of ideas. Like he riffs on ideas like comics riff on jokes, and it's just fun to sit there and watch his brain unravel. He just reacts to everything, and he's very. In the brief moments we have, I mean, he's very considerate and supportive and helpful. And I mean, my scariest moment on the show was having to present my director's presentation of what I was going to do to him. And it's probably the scariest thing I've ever had to do in the last decade of my life. And yet, fantastic, because it went well. And he's really helpful.
What was his dinosaur input? Because he's obviously associated with dinosaurs, and you have dinosaurs.
Well, his dinosaur input ranged from, for the first year or so, just really supportive and cool, and he was happy with what we were doing, to now, in the execution of the visual effects, I think he's probably much more involved in the final because he cares so passionately about the subject, and also his association with it, and also making sure that the dinosaurs are a progression from Jurassic Park, which they've always been meant to be a real updated version of what we now know about dinosaurs, and they know a lot more about them than they did when they did Jurassic Park.
And we've got, I don't know if you mentioned Jack Horner's the great paleontologist Spielberg's been working with since the first Jurassic Park. Our dinosaur consultant, or a Cretaceous consultant. It's not just dinosaurs, it's a whole ecosystem. He's been involved since the first day as well.
And with your background, obviously, in Star Trek and everything else, what does all of that wealth of experience, what do you feel that brings to a show like this?
You know, honestly, every new show feels like a terrifying first experience. But once you get into it, probably just a certain comfort level with the types of storytelling we'll be doing on this show, which is closest to Star Trek as anything I've done since Star Trek. In that it's a very humanistic show. It's about second chances for humanity. It's about bettering humanity. And the episodes will be mostly standalone episodes that tell kind of metaphorical little sci-fi parables in this frontier Western, postmodern science fiction Western town. So it has a Star Trek feel to it. In a fun way.
What do you think what are some of the things that you're proposing that we could do to better humanity? I mean, what are some solid kind of ideas?
Well, the whole settlement is designed to be in sync with the environment. I mean, it's completely solar energy based. They're recycling everything from water to other things. They're being protective of the plant life. They're not killing. They won't kill dinosaurs. They have sonic weapons and other really interesting types of weapons, protecting them from the dinosaurs, but also that are not going to kill the dinosaurs and/or affect the ecosystem. It's very much it's really coming from a place of responsibility. All of the homes are built out of recycled tubing and shipped through the time portal. It's production design is fascinating, and actually was one of the greatest parts of the project to me. I mean, there's never, I've never seen a television show with production design like this show.
It's also very Gene Roddenberry-esque in that it's about leaving behind greed, ignorance, the emotional components, or more corrupting components of human beings and their behavior that we're hoping to leave behind in the dystopian future and start again. So that's also what it answers your question.
Hopefully that was
Great ending.
Yes, thank you very much.